Hi, today I am going to explain the mechanism of ketoconazole. So, fungi is the best example for the eukaryotes. But what's the difference in the human cell and fungi cell? Because human cell also is a eukaryote, but that human cell doesn't having a cell wall, but that fungi cell is having a definite nucleus. At the same time, it's having a cell wall. So that's a difference. This is an example for fungi cell. So you just maximize this particular regions. So you can see this is the entire cell wall regions. So the cell wall is made up of beta glucose material. At the same time, you can see that cell membrane. For the cell membrane, one of the important constituent is ergosterols. So ergosterol is very important for the fungus cell because this ergosterol is given the stability. It's giving a good stability for the fungus cells. So for that, ergosterol is very essential. At the same time, we must know the biosynthesis pathway of ergosterol. The squalene acts as a raw material for the ergosterol biosynthesis. So this squalene is converted into the squalene epoxide with the help of the squalene epoxidase enzymes. So that enzyme is responsible for the conversion of squalene to squalene epoxidase. At the same time, after that, the squalene epoxidase is further converted into the lanosterol. This lanosterol is converted into the ergosterol. So the reaction has been catalyzed by 14-alpha demethylase enzyme. So that enzyme is responsible for the conversion of lanosterol to ergosterol. So our drug. So this drug is going to block the conversion of lanosterol into the ergosterol. That means it's going to competitively inhibit the mechanism of that 14-alpha demethylase enzymes. So automatically our drug, ketoconazole drug, it inhibit the conversion of lanosterol into the ergosterol. Ergosterol is essential for the given the stability for the fungus cell. So ergosterol is absent means your fungus cell having become weak. It's automatically lead to the cell death. That's our overall mechanism. We can see the entire ketoconazole mechanism in the diagrammatic representations. This is 14-alpha demethylase enzyme. Once if it is lanosterol is bind with the 14-alpha demethylase enzyme means it's converted into the ergosterol. So our drug ketoconazole it's compete with the lanosterol in the 14-D-alpha methylase enzyme. So instead of lanosterol, our drug ketoconazole is bind with that enzyme. So automatically ergosterol conversion has been blocked. So once if it is blocked, ergosterol concentration will be less. So your fungus cell is having weak. So automatically cell. That's a mechanism. Now we are discussing about the pharmacokinetic parameter of the ketoconazole. So ketoconazole it's very good absorption in oral food itself because our gastric acid, particularly the pH, acidic pH is very supportive to the good absorption of ketoconazole. So metabolized in the liver, it's eliminated through in urine and feces. So the TF is maximum 6 hours. So prescribed is once in a day, otherwise twice in a day. Another one point is the penetration of CSF is very poor, so it doesn't affect you for the fungal meningitis condition. That is overall pharmacokinetic parameter of the ketoconazole. Now we are moving to the adverse effects of ketoconazole. So ketoconazole is produce the major adverse effect, inhibit the hormonal production, particularly sex hormone. If it is in man, it's going to inhibit the production of testosterone. If it is in female, it's going to inhibit the production of estrogen. In man, ketoconazole is going to inhibit the production of testosterone from the testes. So that testosterone mediated secondary sexual characters is going to inhibit it. It's made chances for produce the gynecomastia. The patient is become to lose their hair and the patient is to become a libido. At the same time, ketoconazole is going to inhibit the spermatogenesis process. Even the spermatogenesis happen also, that sperm is faulty in nature. It's may not possible to produce the fertilizations. So if it is in female, the ketoconazole it may produce the menstrual irregularities because it's going to inhibit the estrogen production. That is the major things. At the same time, ketoconazole is going to inhibit the hydrocortisone synthesis also. So that is the major adverse effect. In drug interaction, we already said in pharmacokinetic parameters of ketoconazole that acidic condition is very essential for good absorption. So anti-ulcer drugs, it's going to inhibit the gastric acid secretions. So it's may going to interrupt the absorption of ketoconazole. At the same time, if the patient is taking any antacid solution or suspension means, it's also may chances for interrupt the absorption process of ketoconazole, because the acidic condition is very much to absorption of the ketoconazole drug. At the same time, enzyme inducing drugs, particularly rifampicin, phenobarbital, carbamazepine, these types of drugs is going to act as an enzyme inducer, particularly the microsomal enzyme inducer. These are the drugs induce the biotransformation process of some other drug. The same concept, these are the drugs is going to promote the metabolic process of ketoconazole. So it may affect the efficacy of ketoconazole, because your ketoconazole easily ketoconazole itself, it's going to inhibit the metabolic process of some other drugs, particularly the phenytoin, digoxin, warfarin. So when you have to take this drug along with the ketoconazole is going to inhibit the metabolic process of these drugs. So what's happened? This concentration, the plasma concentration of these drugs is going to high. It may produce the toxicity effects. Particularly terfenadine, estimazole, these are the drugs having high interaction with the ketoconazole. So these drugs are never prescribed along with the ketoconazole combinations. Next, therapeutic uses of ketoconazole. The ketoconazole is the first orally available broad spectrum antifungal drugs, because it's very effective for both systemic and non-systemic antifungal infections. So particularly its high concentration, it's reach the skin, so it's very useful for the skin infection. It's also useful for the vaginal fungal infection. Ketoconazole very rarely used for leishmaniasis. So this is overall mechanism action and the pharmacokinetic properties and adverse drug reaction, drug interaction and therapeutic uses of ketoconazole. That's all.